Yeah, was cracking with you. Hey, look, I'm about to get ready for bed, but at the same time, I'm just searching the internet and seeing what's new in the news. And you already know, DC is crazy. DC is going wild. I just did a video about the victims. It looks so dry, super dry. I just put chapstick on. The victims of violence in DC. They're saying that the parents and the loved ones are like they've been waiting on the National Guard for a while. But then there's another side that's saying like the police are coming down there and they're harassing people. So let's go ahead and get into it and let's see what they mean by that, because we cannot have folks out here being harassed. But yeah, we right there. Let's see what they got to say.
All new at 4. We are seeing a heightened presence of immigration officials in the district, and it's really sending shockwaves all throughout our community. I wanted to show you this video that we have. Our cameras captured the moment federal authorities arrested a delivery driver this morning. This happened on 14th Street Northwest. Rafael Sanchez Cruz is in Columbia Heights. Rafa, you saw the arrest happen. You were there and you were speaking with some of the people in that near vicinity. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Simone, let's put that video into context. So I was actually right at the corner over there speaking to a food vendor who I've known for years. She tells me a lot of the vendors here on 14th Street didn't show up because they're fearful because of that increased presence of immigration officials that you just mentioned. And as I was talking to her, we see 3 unmarked police cars pull up right here and arrest this man. This is what played out afterwards. It was just before 11 a.m. in Columbia Heights.
¿Qué motivo te dieron?
A food delivery driver is put in handcuffs by several federal agents. I asked the man what reason he was given for his arrest. He responds, "They're taking me away." Neighbors reminding the man that he has the right to remain silent. This witness asked the federal agents what was happening. They asked her if she worked with news and told her to step back.
Are you news or something? That's why we're... Will news get a better answer?
Yeah, as soon as we're done conducting our investigation, we'll be able to fill you guys in a little bit more.
But they left without giving us any answer.
Dang, so that's messed up. They're just locking random people up. Like, I mean, I understand that he's a migrant or immigrant or whatever, but it's not like he was trapping. I mean, he was trapping in a way. He was just out here doing some Uber Eats. You know what I mean? Why even stopping him? I feel like that goes against people's constitutional rights, even if you're an illegal. I believe that you would still have constitutional rights as a migrant. I don't know how that works, but just to stop me and check to see if I'm a citizen is kind of crazy.
These women tell me he's a delivery driver who works every day outside the restaurant where they work. They tell me he's humble and hardworking.
This is racial profiling at its finest.
Jose Guzman says he believes the DC government is not protecting its immigrant communities when they need to the most.
As citizens of the district need to speak up, and we need to stand up for those who are not protected in the city.
So I guess that's why they're protesting, because, you know what I mean, everybody is not a criminal. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doesn't deserve to be shook down just because they're walking through the street. You know what I'm saying? That man was probably out there making some money for his family, trying to feed his kids. Thought it was beautiful to do some gig work, you know what I mean? Hop on the Uber Eats. But then again, you know, there's laws and regulations and guidelines in America. And if they find you outside of them, they're going to lock you up.
Protected in the city.
The incident prompting the response from immigration advocates.
Here today, passing out these red cards, which on the one hand remind people of their constitutional rights, and on the other hand, provide something that they can share with immigration to assert and remind immigration of their rights. And so, for instance, this card reminds people that they have the right to remain silent.
This arrest happening hours after DC Police Chief Pamela Smith issued an order that allows for the partial cooperation between her officers and federal immigration officials. The order allows DC Police to provide information about people who are not in police custody and for the local police to transport immigration employees.
You're in an unmarked car right now.
DC neighbors were outraged that officers didn't identify their agency, some even concealing their faces.
Federal agent who's, of course, hiding his face, for whatever reason, and then you see MPD kind of swooping in here and then impounding the motorbikes, and so it does feel like obviously they're working complicitly in this situation.
Here are DC.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been staying out of DC for a while, but this ain't what I expected it to look like. There's a lot of diversity in DC. Let's say that. What part of DC is this anyway? But every time I see the police, they be in the hood trying to bother the YNs. Like, this is not what I was expecting. But let's continue.
Police and federal agents conducting a traffic citation minutes earlier. Here's what we know about the man who was arrested. A family member tells me he is from Honduras. We don't know his immigration status. We don't know if he has a criminal history. We've reached out to federal officials, but we have yet to receive that answer. It's also important to note that the executive order issued by Chief Smith does not allow immigration officials to question people in custody that are under custody by MPD. It also doesn't allow DC police to let immigration officials know when they are going to release somebody from custody. In Columbia Heights, I'm Rafael Sanchez Cruz. Back to you, Simone.
You know, Rafa, you showed us something else very powerful, which we hadn't had a firsthand perspective of just yet, which was neighbors actively asking questions, actively taking part and wanting to know how they could help. And we certainly appreciate you bringing us that perspective as well. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's about to get crazy in DC because I don't see this thing stopping no time soon. I think they about to talk about going to Chicago and then going to these other cities and just rounding folks up. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like the reporter said, the reporter was talking and interviewing somebody, and they were like, you need to be aware of your constitutional rights because a lot of this stuff, it ain't clicking. It ain't clicking the way it's supposed to, and they pushing an agenda. But of course, it's gonna be good and it's gonna be bad things that are happening right now. But we have to just weigh it out, like what's going on with this country. You know what I'm saying? Do they have us at each other's throats? Do they have us where it's like, they're trying to cause division by making it feel like we're unsafe because we have illegal immigrants or migrants? So now, because they're pushing this narrative that we have all these illegals in the country, that we need the National Guards, or we have all this violence that we need the National Guard. Is this just a ploy to take away our liberties? Are they just trying to make it so that we are not free anymore? That's what some people are scared of. That's what some people are worried about. Like, this is America. We're supposed to be able to be free. This land was founded on immigrants. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have so many different cultures here. I ain't gonna lie. I love Spanish food, man. I love Spanish food. Fajitas. I had a burrito today. I'm probably going to get a taco tomorrow. Like, I feel like they cook their food so well. It's not like fast food where you go in and be like, okay, give me 1 second. They usually be like, oh yeah, about 10 minutes. Is that all right? I'm like, man, take your time. Take your time. Make this thing savory. You know what I'm saying? And then they always smiling. It seems like they're happy to be putting their food together. Like, and then it's like, the flavors that they be using is different. Don't nobody want to have a cheeseburger every day. Don't nobody want to have a cheeseburger every day. I mean, some people do cheeseburgers and pizzas and fries and, tater tots and chicken strips and stuff like that. But every now and again, I want to sit back, have me some nice cultural, yeah, man. Like, y'all ever had Peruvian chicken? I remember my first time having Peruvian chicken. I'm like, man, this junk different. This is a bomb, man. This is the bomb. I ain't been to KFC since I had Peruvian chicken. It's called Sardi's here, but they got different names for it everywhere you go. But Mexican food, I didn't even know, like, not to be ignorant, I didn't know, like, different Spanish speaking countries or continents or whatever, they have different types of food. So, you know, you gotta taste Peruvian, Ecuadorian. See, now y'all got me hungry again, man. We losing focus. We losing focus. I'm a skinny, big dude at heart. But all jokes aside, whatever's going on right now in DC and America and all over the country, we just can't allow it to rip us apart, to cause division in what we doing. When, you know what I mean, we built, we built. What have we built, man? Whatever it is, they're gonna tear it down. Whatever it is that we built, they're gonna tear it down. So it don't matter. You can say businesses, you can say communities, you know what I'm saying? They finna tear this place apart. It is sad. It's sad to see. It's sad to see, dog. Like, you know what I mean? You would have never thought in 2025 that we were sitting here having these issues over illegal migrants, and having these issues over violence, and having children throwing themselves to the wayside because that's what's going on, and having music to where it's like, man, I love music, man. I love music. And the crazy thing is, when you hear a good song and it take you back like years ago at your family reunion, when y'all was out there dancing as kids, and you be like, dang, how did this song take me back there? Like, now music don't take you nowhere but to the depths of hell. So in 10 years, it's gonna be like, man, we wasted a lot of time with the BS. We wasted a lot of time with the social media and the twerking and just holding each other down with the shade room. And now, while we sitting here playing grab ass, they're gonna be trying to destroy the country piece by piece, one by one. Whether it's coming inside and making sure that you got a curfew, or taking away apps and not allowing you to be able to search the things that you want to search, censoring you, or even just giving your data away. Like, people are complaining about false jobs, fake jobs, and they're like, yo, I feel like they're mining our data, they're collecting our data. Yeah. Yeah, they know everything that you do. But, you know, we don't pay attention to that. So be easy.